Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. I get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas, over there. If you're brand speaking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. If you do wonder why I slightly more score than you, think the top right hand corner of the screen, we have a 50% boost for 2 minutes. 25% of that comes right out the current season 22 season pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10% additional 10%, in which you can claim by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 items for the season pass. And the 25% comes from drinking a score booster drink, which we did yesterday. And as you can see, we only have 2 minutes left on that. But again, that score booster drink will give us an extra 25% for 24 hours. Alright, so I did re-roll a daily challenge here. It was complete a daily ops. I got this one here instead, kill a Scorched. Let's go ahead and track that bad boy. Now, anytime you do re-roll a daily or weekly challenge, you do have a chance to get an epic one. I do recommend doing the epic challenges because you do get more score for it. But always remember, the epic ones are totally random, okay? Sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't. But just because we're not doing the daily ops doesn't mean we're not going to go and see what we have for the next 24 hours. So let's go world activity and see what we get here. So enemy mutations is group regeneration, heals while grouped in close proximity, and piercing gaze greatly enhances perception. Actually, that's one there's not too bad, actually. Alright, let's take a look at these challenges here, guys. Build a bed, table, or stairs in a workshop or camp 3. Alright, so you can go ahead and claim any workshop in the map will do. The one closest to your favorite one. Once when you do, you're able to build your bed, table, or stairs. You can build all 3 the same if you so much. It's really up to you what you want to do. Or you can just kind of build it in your camp, and that's what we're going to do here in this episode. So again, a lot of people like to utilize these daily, weekly challenges because they come up quite frequently to add or modify to their camp, and there's nothing wrong with keeping what you build, but you can also kind of build it and scrap it. That's what I end up usually doing myself. Alright, so if you do end up scrapping it like myself, I recommend building it in an area where you don't accidentally scrap something. So if make sure you don't build it inside of a building or a prefab, because you do run the risk of accidentally scrapping those things. Okay, let's go to our build menu here. Alright, so let's head down here to furniture. Let's go beds. We're going to craft a couple of these sleeping bags here, very basic sleeping bags. Just going to craft 3 of these. There we go. Craft a bed, table, or stairs in a workshop or camp 3 for 3. Done. Now, because the build menu is still fairly new to a lot of people, again, we have a build and modify section. So I hit LS. That brings me to this section here. This is where I can kind of pick up the item. I can kind of move it around. I can lock things, put on wallpapers, blueprint, and replace, etc. This is where we can also scrap as well. It's just an additional thing that we have to do for this new build menu, so just a little FYI, in case anyone was kind of wondering how to do that. Just 1 second here. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jimmy boy. Scrap junk to produce steel 10. So steel is a junk item, which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench here in the game. Excuse me there, Steve. You just walk up to any Tinker's Workbench, you go ahead and go craft. You go in here to bulk, down here to the S section. So to bulk 1 steel, all you need is 2 plastic and 30 steel scrap from your stash of scrap box. Go ahead, you bulk your 1 steel, and then you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people that like to get things done quick and easy. The bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for most junk items here in the game. Now we can get steel very easily here in the game. Steel is very abundant. We get so much junk nowadays from killing enemies such as Scorched, super mutants, mole miners, human enemies. You'll easily be able to satisfy that daily weekly challenge in no time at all. Again, if you go ahead, pick up some weapons and armor and then scrap them, you'll be getting some more steel there as well. We do have a camp resource available to us here. It does pop up in the atomic shop once in a while. It is called the World Wizard. And it'll passively collect items like oil, steel, and lead in terms of paint cans, okay? I recommend buying him on sale, though, if you do see him in the atomic shop. All right. Another great way to get cans, of course, is what's called tin cans. 1 tin can will give you 2 steel and 1 lead. Okay. We have canned chimes here in the game, so if you disarm canned chimes, you not only get XP for disarming them, but you also get 9 tin cans. That's quite a bit of steel and lead right there. So 6 of them right here at Camden Park. There's 1 here in Wells Station. There's all kinds of them up here at the Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Can move this up a little bit. Crevice Dam, Dire Chemical, and down here at Harper's Ferry. I think even at the Morgantown Airport, way down by the quarantine zone where you spawn in collision course, and there's some canned chimes down there as well. All right, so let's pop into good old Camden Park here. Yeah, those super mutants outside there taking a big haul off on the old camp there. I apologize if I sound a little hoarse, I guess. More hoarse than usual. I am feeling a little under the weather. I do feel not too bad, but I just... Oh, we have a spooky Scorch nearby. How you doing? Did you see that? What in the world? Oh my lord, that's too funny. Alright, so I was going to try to sneak in here, but there's 2 canned chimes there. And again, you do get 9 tin cans each. You get some XP for disarming them. And all you really need is disarm 1. But there's 6 of those here in total. Again, you come here for your spooky Scorched, or your Scorched in general, and go ahead and do it that way. Alright, let's go ahead and scrap these up here. Just going to go back to our camp to scrap them. Again, there's workbenches all over the place. Other players camp down at the mall. I'm just going to go back to my camp to set myself up for the next challenge, just the way I do it here on the channel. As many quirks that this game has, stuff like that just makes me laugh. It's just, how can you not laugh, right? It's hilarious. All right, let's go ahead and scrap the stuff up here. So there's our item stats there right in the middle of the screen. 18 tin cans, so 2 steel and 1 lead each. You get that 18 lead and 36 steel. Nice. I still do him too. Scrap trying to produce steel, 10 for 10, done just like that. Alright, let's see what's next here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. Actually, yeah, I'll take a look at this one here. Drink tea 1. So we do have a camp resource available to us, which pops up in the atomic shop once in a while. That will passively collect what's called company tea. It's this company tea machine. We actually got this in the very last scoreboard. We ever got the season 15 scoreboard. The old scoreboards used to have. Everyone got it. So if you're a returning player, you may have this available to you. Okay. As you can see, passively collects 5 company tea. Absolutely fantastic. Now there's other variations of this one here as well that pop up in the atomic shop once in a while. I do recommend getting this bad boy because it does save you a whole whack of steps. And plus tea is something similar to canned coffee, works wonders for your AP. Now I realize not everyone's going to have a company tea machine, but we can craft tea at any cooking station. Let's take a look at that real quick here. Here we go, all drinks. So there's a couple different teas we can craft here in game. There's usually one tea that I usually recommend for people for these daily, weekly challenges called Simple Blood Leaf Tea. And it's a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up a blood leaf. And the reason why I say blood leaves is because blood leaves can be found in all regions in the wasteland, okay? One of the most popular spots for blood leaves is, of course, right down through Flatwoods, right in between the Wayward and Flatwoods itself, okay? This little river here, lots of blood leaves down through here, right? So let's get our company tea here first. That, right? Let's pop over to the Wayward here real quick. And again, blood leaves can be found in all regions of the wasteland. Alright, so let's head out back here at the old Wayward. And again, let's say you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You say, hey, Jim, I don't have simple blood leaf tea available to me. All you do is just walk up to a blood leaf like this, and you go harvest like this. Perk, you can make that noise if you so wish. You don't have to. I'm just joking. But as soon as you harvest that, you learn simple bloodleaf tea automatically, just like that. Okay. Now I did pick up 2 instead of 1. You guys didn't see that because in the top left-hand corner of the screen, because I'm here now, you can't really see it. But do have a perk card under perception. It's called Green Thumb. We twice as much when harvesting flora. Okay, so this card really comes in handy, especially if you're on server with other people. There's not a whole lot to go around. Again, all you need is a couple of those plants or what have you, whatever you're going after. You get more bang for your buck. Right, then all you do is you go to a cooking station. Any cooking station will do. You have a camp nearby. There's a couple down through Flatwoods, but there's also a couple up here at the old Overseer's camp here before Wastelanders. Let's go ahead and use that cooking station. Back to all drink. We do the quick and dirty here. Simple bloodleaf tea again. Simple recipe we automatically learn by picking up a bloodleaf. All you do is you craft them like that. Then you go ahead and drink it. Now it doesn't matter if you're a carnivore or a herbivore or no mutation. It will work towards the challenge. All right. Just to show you under stats and effects, I am a carnivore mutation. All right. Go back under item. Right, and I think I might have had some tea already. So simple bloodleaf tea will be right down here. We're actually going to drink some of the regular tea here, the company tea, just to show you if you have that company tea machine how it works. Just go ahead, there we go, drink a tea. So having that company tea machine will really save you a whole whack of time. But it's good to kind of show you the old-fashioned way as well. There's nothing wrong with that either. Some of you like to do it that way as well. All right, let's see what's next here. Well, let's finish this one here off. Kill a Scorched 10. So again, many great spots we can find Scorched here and around the wasteland. I actually did a live stream this past Saturday. We went to, if not all, but most locations for Scorched and where you can find spooky Scorched here in the wasteland. I did go back to that video and end up time-stamping all the locations, so you can utilize that video if you so wish for looking for Scorched. Right here at Camden Park, right where we were at. Kanawha Nuka-Cola Plant. Poseidon Power Substation. PX1. Poseidon Energy Plant, West Virginia. Tower County Fairgrounds. Baby Withers Water Park. Palace of the Winding Path. Berkeley Springs. Upper section of Camp Venture, Ranger District Office, outside of Fort Defiance, out front. Let's keep going here. Pleasant Valley Ski Resort, White Powder Winter Sports. Right here, Morgantown Airport. If you spot in the event called Collision Course, even more Scorched show up for that one. Morgantown High School, inside and outside. Good old Sutton, Alvatia, Wixon Homestead, Somerville Stocks, Somerville Dam. So all kinds of great options there for us. That's actually spawned here at the Charleston Capitol Building. It's actually going to spawn us on the top of the dam, so we're just going to get closer to the dam that way. All right, so we're going to head up towards the dam here. Again, a Scorched is a Scorched, and a great way to go after these spooky Scorched as well. I recommend utilizing that video I made, that live stream. Oh, we got some spooky Scorched here. Good stuff. Anybody running around outside there? As you see, we get so much junk from these guys. It's another spooky Scorch. These are having some real good luck with spooky Scorch here today. There we go. These spooky guys over there, no. Spooky guys down here. Yep, guy right down there. This guy, regular guy. Just a regular dude. Shooting that air again there, Jimmy boy. There we go. Short flamer on that cat. That's quite something. Right on. I'm on a server by myself. His buddy's flying down the from there. Nice. All right, that's a lot of fun. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. We do that all day long. Haha. All right, Cripple ghouls like too. So many great spots we can find ghouls here in around the wasteland. Yeah, the upper lower parking lot just west of Vault 76. Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Lower section of Clarksburg going over the Clarksburg Shooting Club. The roadways and the monorail system and the buildings in around Morgantown. The only exceptions to that, of course, is Morgantown Airport, which will have Scorched. Mama Dolce's, which will have robots. And, of course, Morgantown High School, Scorched inside and outside. I'm more so talking about the mini roadways and the monorail system, okay? Level 50 DMV building, Charleston Capitol building. Lewisburg. And anywhere in around the White Spring Greens, White Spring Golf Club, all kinds of ghouls in around there as well. Let's just pop up here to Vault 76. Let's do the easy way out, because why not? Again, with these daily, weekly challenges, you can make them as easy or as hard as you want. It's really up to you. Depends on how much time you have, really. So we're just not killing these guys, not letting me lock and load, Jim. Why not? There we go. Just cripple their ghouls' leg too. Alright, so if you have the right weapon, and if you use the VATS with the perk card, concentrated fire, you can go left leg, right leg, and you can get your 2 cripples with 1 ghoul. Okay, but if you have a weapon that's 1 shot, 1 kill, you're obviously going to need 2 ghouls. Okay, so a short deal like this where you need 2 cripples, just go ahead and spray at the legs, free aim if you so wish. But for the weekly challenges, sometimes we have to cripple like 18 to 30, and that's where using the VATS and the perk card called Concentrated Fire under Perception, that's what will really shine. Go back here. Jeez, I don't know why it does that. So again, Concentrated Fire is one of those perk cards that has changed within recent months. If your perception is 5 or higher, you don't need this card anymore. It's pretty much obsolete. But if your perception is lower than 5, you will need this card. And this card allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. And again, with the right weapon and the right enemy, you can get 2 to 3 cripples per enemy. Alright? Again, this one here is fairly easy. These guys are pretty weak. Go ahead and free aim there. There, you can go ahead and use your VATS. Like that. Cripple ghoul's leg, just like that. Alright. Let's see what's next here. Kill Insects 5. Alright, so I have a couple of older videos here on the channel. The title is called Kill Insects with an Energy Weapon. I just show you some locations for insects. You can still utilize that even though you're not using an energy weapon. Okay? Or if you are, then that's great. So we have Aaronhold Homestead. So the field to the south will have all kinds of insects here. Including over here, there'll be a red barn with bee swarms. And 1 bee swarm will count as 1 insect. And if you take the honey out of the little honey hives that are there, a little bee swarm will pop out. So I think the most insects we got here in total was 19. Lots of insects here for sure. Right over here at the New River Gorge Resort is a good mix of between blot flies, I would say at least 6 to 8, and ghouls there. New River Gorge Bridge East or West, doesn't matter which one you spawn. It's the 2 sections on the top in the middle. Okay, there'll probably be about 4 or 5 insects there. Right here in White Springs Greens, right by this little snake here, it's usually some insects in around it looks like a little outhouse building. It's white. Right in between the Big B's rest stop and treetops, there's like a little lake. There'll be some insects flying around there. And right up here, north of the Sunflower, right about this location right here, there's a little indent into the mountain, and there'll be some insects there and usually some honeybees. Now, I don't recommend killing the honeybees, just kind of agitate them enough because they'll spit out those bee swarms, which will count as insects. And of course, right down here at the Middle Mountain pit stop, right at this location right here, there'll be 3 honeybees in there. The same thing, there'll be a bunch of mountains over here. Just climb the mountains and just kind of shoot at them, but don't kill them. Just let them shoot out the bee swarms, and they will count as your insects there, okay? Let's pop up here to Airhold Homestead. Now, the homestead itself will have about 6 mongrels there. But we're more or less going towards the field, okay? Okay, so you can go down through this way if you so wish. It's really up to you. We're going towards that little red barn with the bee swarms, just so I can show you that. You see all the insects down there? See them all? All whack them. And sometimes they're like on the ground, and then they'll pop up out of the ground as you get closer to them. And here's the little red barn. Here are the bee swarms. Alright. Let's take some honey out of here. You see how the little bee swarm came out? Sometimes they'll spawn in on the other side. Oh, caught there. There is it there. Just like that. He did it all with the bee swarms. If you ever come here, this guy's got that shed key. That's the key to that shed down there. If not, I think it's a level 2 pick lock. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jimmy boy. Craft or scrap. Piece of power armor 1. So I would say about 7 months ago I made a video on power armor locations here on the map because they are scattered. Okay. So I made a good little video there. We were quite successful. It's all time-stamped. You can check that video out if you so wish. They come with the chassis and various types of power armor. We go through that in the video. So you can craft your own piece of power armor if you so wish, but I'm not going to bother doing that. We're just going to go and find the power armor piece, and then we're going to scrap it, okay? So again, while we are here, there should be a power armor station right inside. This is one of the locations, okay? And again, the key is right from this guy right here, okay? We're going to kill, as you can see how the blockfly was kind of laying low there. I don't see anything inside there. So sometimes there's a power armor piece right here. But of course, when we're looking for it, we'll never find it. That's just the way the game is sometimes, right? Alright. Let's see what's next here. Go to New River Gorge Bridge West. Try our luck here. May have to go to a server with other people. Believe it or not, I find I have better luck with these things on public servers. I don't know why that is. It's so odd, but we do. One second here. Excuse me. Alright. Now, if you need to get the key, you will need a key for this here. It's the Wedge Bridge key. West Bridge key. The way to get that key is you come down here to Camden Park. You go on the roller coaster itself, the Widowmaker. Okay, you don't need a jetpack or a marsupial to get up here. There's a set of stairs. Get on the roller coaster, okay? And you go past the first set of red roller coasters. You go around the little loop, and there's another set of roller coasters. There's a skeleton there. And there's a backpack. And inside the backpack will be the key, the West Bridge key. That's how you get the key for this bad boy. Nothing. Of course there isn't. It's just the way it works. Let's go somewhere else, Jim. Blue Ridge Bunkhouse. That's why we saved this one for last. That's why we did that. I honestly feel sometimes when we have these daily weekly challenges, the game takes them out because they know we're looking for them. Because I'm on a server by myself here, and I never go for the power armor ever. Only when these challenges pop up. It's so so odd. We have one there. Nope. No. Should be right here. Settler's Ridge. Yeah. Nope. Not here either. Should be right here. Try one more spot and then we'll fast travel out of the server. And that's what I usually recommend to people. Like if you go to about 4 or 5 locations, you're not finding what you're looking for, server hop. Server hopping is your friend in this game. And if you never played the game before, you'll know what I mean. Nothing. Oh, okay. Let's quit the session here. Go to a public adventure with other people. Sure, why not? Why not? Alright, let's try her now. Try to go to those same spots. Now, there's more spots than this, obviously. These are all the spots in the forest area. Nope, nothing here. Settler's Ridge. There's the old fishing camp there. One of my masterpieces. Haha. Oh, nice. See what I mean? And all we need is one piece. There's 4 of them here. Nice. So you go transfer. We're just going to take one piece here. We'll take this right leg. Perk, like that. Now we're going to go to any workbench at all. We're going to scrap it. There we go. Craft a scrap piece of power armor, 1 for 1 done. And that's what I usually recommend. Funny, eh? Alright. Like we're done. We are just like that. Perfect. Now, don't forget about the special event challenges. Okay, so this is the second week for Night at the Morgue mini-season. Okay, so we went through that second week video yesterday. As I made mention last week and this week, we do have repeatables like Trick or Treat from other players, Candy Bowl 3. So this one will pop up every single day. Okay. As well as build a candy bowl and give out candy from your camp. This pops up every day as well. Now, even though it says build a candy bowl, doesn't mean you have to build and scrap every single day. Just build it once, which would have been last week, and all you gotta do is make sure it's filled. Okay? And those 2 will tie into these 2 right here. Okay? But those are the only 2 that I've noticed from last week that are repeatable. Let's head back to our camp here. Take a look at weapon of the day. We could do it here, but I was like to kind of go over my armor as well. Doing pretty good for time, so I keep looking at my computer there. Thought my camp would be all destroyed by those super mutants that were here earlier. Alright, weapon of the day here, Jimmy Boy. Let's take a look at that real quick. Western Spirit, plus 5% per onslaught slack, plus 9 max stacks, plus 25% damage while aiming, plus 50% reload speed, hardened receiver, true long barrel, true stock, long scope, suppressor, Western Spirit paint, for 19 damage, 45 ammo, single fire. So again, most lever actions, this is a lever action. But what makes this one different from all the others is that it has 7 capacity. All the other lever actions only have 5, and there is no mods available for increasing that magazine or tube size. Okay, so if you want more than 5, you want 7, you're going to have to get the Western Spirit. And you can get this weapon for free by completing the event called Most Wanted down at Nuka World on Tour, which is a free fast travel once you discover it. I would say it's about 8 times out of 10 success rate. getting this weapon from that. Of course, you might have to put the mods on it, like on the right-hand side there, but at least you'll get this weapon as is. All right. Let's back out here again. Nothing real crazy with the perk cards. The same loadout I've been using for the past month and a half, almost 2 months here. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same. Very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. The armor that I have on, even though that doesn't look like I'm wearing armor, of course I am. Aristocrats, Ultralight Secret Service left arm. Chameleon, Ultralight Secret Service left leg. Mutants, Ultralight Secret Service right arm. Resistance Secret Service under armor. Troubleshooters, Ultralight Secret Service right leg. Vanguard's Jetpack Secret Service chest piece. Alright, good stuff.
Greetings, fellow follower of...
Yeah, hello Steve, how are you today, buddy? So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew Banjo, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, FelixTheKat, AJ Folz, Aussies1, Ricardo 186, Eric R. Shepard. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day. I know when I was watching a couple of videos, the last couple ones there, and of course you guys know I'm replacing my windows and doors. My windows are done now, but they don't have window coverings yet. That's coming another week or two. But the sun, my house is southern facing here in Canada, so we get the sun like all day in the front of our house. And it looks like there's a tractor beam, and it looks like my eyes are closed, but they're open slightly.